Dungeon Penetrator by Glenn McNamee. Or McNamee? I don't know. Anyway, hey guys, Game Hunter here, and we're looking at another game, the 7-Day Roguelike Challenge of 2013. This one is, it says, it's WASD or arrow keys to move. Use mouse to click items in your inventory to use them. So here we go. Oh, wait. Go ahead. Oh, don't tell me it's quite this slow, huh? This would be, I know, because right now this is kind of in a browser, but, okay, huh. That is, and if I hold it down, it kind of, but it also keeps those. Oi, okay, well that's, I mean, it seems pretty much like it, but what does this even do? It's a thing. I'm just, because, okay, here, let me show you. Under here, we have this thing that says play my code, and I guess it's just some kind of odd thing that I haven't seen before, but is certainly something that does something. Maybe if I move on to another, no, that's not quite it either. Although, maybe this, huh. Play my code is in beta, excuse me. Well, I guess I gotta start over again. That is something for sure. Okay, well, yeah, so you hit play and then the game starts up, and here you are. But my goodness, this is kind of sluggish. This is really kind of sluggish. Also, is this the same dungeon that I was just in? Oi. Oi. Ah. I'm wondering if these things only show up at certain intervals, because I can only move sometimes, and it doesn't always seem to register my key things. So I go ahead and I picked up this item, and that's that, and then that's what happens. Oh wait, here, no, wait, maybe, is this, it kind of says, at least I'm reading the description here, I only really worked on for about 3 days because of real life and playing with a free trial of Unity 3D. My guess is that this isn't using Unity 3D, but still the same. It's, you know, that's how it is. Also, let's just, why not read up what he was saying, or what, yeah, well, Glenn, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a dude. Better lighting, more than one level, procedurally generated levels, more spells and potions, and some nice music. Well, that seems like all great things to add, Glenn. But maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just because I'm using Firefox. In fact, that might be worth checking out in just a second. But this is slow. This is very slow. Maybe it's just because it's using this weird browser way of doing things, but all the same, it is, wow, slow. So if I click on this, does it do anything? Click as hard as I possibly, maybe if I click a lot, it'll eventually register. No. What about you? You feel stronger. Great. So did I level up, or is this temporary, or what? It's a good question. The doors are, well, yeah, the doors are doors, that's for sure. Okay, that looks like something that's probably a health potion. Well, I kind of just, there probably isn't a weight, so I'm just gonna have to take hits again. Come on. Oh, I died. Lol. Press space. Oh, maybe space would have been weight. Huh. Okay, well, since that's the case, let me go ahead and just try Internet Explorer and Chrome and see if I can get better results. So back when I'm back. Okay, well, I'm back, and it looks like Chrome is better, but wow, Chrome is like super duper fast. And I have to be very careful with the button I press, or I just go flying, which is, come on, there we go. So yes, this is infinitely more playable now. Of course, the question remains whether it's worth playing, and that's, you know, the whole business. Well, I mean, we can certainly say as a roguelike, it's not much of a roguelike because the levels aren't procedurally generated. It's really more a dungeon crawler than anything. And just because roguelikes are typically created in a dungeon crawler format does not mean that a dungeon crawler automatically turns it into a roguelike. So I guess I'll just say that much on that subject. But this is pretty nice, although it would really help if I actually knew what any of these were doing. I mean, I can assume that this, because it's like a red vial. Usually red vials you think of as healing. This, I have no idea what these are. They're like diamond traffic cones. Apparently this is for strength, and I guess it just levels me up more or less. So that's also what's going on there. Those guys can move in diagonals, maybe. And it's hard to tell because this thing moves. Yeah, okay, they can move in diagonals if they want to. So yes, anyway, go play this with Chrome. I don't know about Internet. Wow, those guys hurt. Goodness, wow. A lot more than I thought they were going to. So space, okay, space doesn't actually. Ah, man. I mean, they can move diagonally. Is that random damage? I think that might be random damage. Because that would explain, well, I don't know. I do seem to be dealing the same amount of damage when I deal damage. So I don't know. Could be that a particular enemy, I mean, just look how fast that goes, which is fine in and of itself, but each control should feel crisp and smooth and everything, and right now it just kind of feels like if I hold the button down, it's way too easy to just kind of speed along. I mean, it's okay to speed along, but you also need to have enough. See, consoles, well, I'm not really sure how it works, but there's basically a buffer, a time buffer, which notes that if you press a button and hold it, there's a certain amount of time before additional strokes are added. So that's kind of something that should be included in such endeavors. But you know, otherwise this kind of plays okay, so I don't think that that's really much of a problem. And I kind of like that it's just right up here. And considering that there isn't any other interaction besides WASD and the mouse, I think it works. Games that require you to kind of have both hands at the keyboard and then use the mouse, like a number of libtcod games, it's kind of interferes with the flow of gameplay. But when you have a WASD and click game, it works just fine. I mean, that's pretty much the FPS style. So I think it works to that extent. But I mean, other than that, this game isn't much roguelike-y. Oh, whoa, I'm almost dead. Let's see. Okay, these things do heal for full. I was just wondering about that. It seems like a good thing to just make sure to check works. Come on, die. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I do appear to be dealing more damage now that I have these strength scrolls. Maybe, maybe not. I still don't know what you do. I hope there's another enemy lying around, because then I could test that. Then I could test that. Please, okay, good. There is one more enemy lying around. So let's get close to you. And great. I dealt 25 damage instead. Maybe there's one over here. That would be fantabularific. Still nothing. Okay, well, I have no idea what those are meant for then. So that's how that goes. So what about the stairs? Oh, wait. I unlock the door? Is that what those are? Because I clearly still have my key. So that wasn't what it was used for. And that's how it goes. You successfully penetrated. Goodness, that is a misspelling. But I know what you mean. Penetrate. You have successfully penetrated the dungeon, because that's the name of the game. Speaking of which, this has been Game Hunter playing Dungeon Penetrator. Join me next time when we look at more games in the 7-Day Roguelike Challenge of 2013. So what was suggested by Glenn here is good, especially the procedurally dungeon-generated part. Although I would also work on just making the controls a little less slippery. And I don't know if you can do anything about the browser part. Just needless to say that play it in Chrome, because that seems to be handling it the best. So until next time, keep playing those roguelikes, guys, and take care.